Hey everyone, welcome to another week of Nerd Herders. My name is Rich,
I'm Nick.
And we are from the Over a Beer channel. So, like every show, pretty much every show we do on this channel, we do it over a beer.
Yes.
So, what are you drinking today?
Well, this week we are drinking from the Erie Brewing Company in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
I imagine.
Erie. Remember that show, Erie, Indiana? You ever watch that?
I did.
It was like Goosebumps. I like that show.
Yeah.
We're drinking the Misery Bay IPA.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
And it's the Misery Bay IPA, and it has a little guy saying, I think the brewery is that way.
They're on a little boat. It's like a little general, looks like.
Yeah, it looks cool. No story, unfortunate.
Mm-mm.
We'll have to make the story. But let's give it a shot.
Cool.
Try it out.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Goes down smooth,
Yeah.
but it's okay. All right, good job, Erie.
Good job. You found the Misery Bay.
The Misery
I'm not
Bay
miserable when I drink it, though.
IPA.
Maybe when they get there, Kathy Bates is waiting for them.
I think
Is that the story?
maybe, or maybe it's like Misery Bay, like when you have to watch like the third Transformers movie over and over, like Michael Bay. And you kind of like that one though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think it's the best of the...
So, this week is movie news.
Yeah, well,
Well,
top movie or top story
top story.
for
Yeah,
the
so that's
movie.
what we do now. If you missed last week, but you've been keeping up in the past, which you should have been, go back and watch all of them. We're no longer doing like a top
like
three,
5 stories
top
or 3
five.
stories or
We're just going to do the top story.
what we feel is the top story of the week to talk about.
And this was a pretty clear one. This
Yeah.
happened after we recorded last week. So when you're watching this, it's been a while, but that's no reason not to talk about it. There's no reason
Sure.
to forget. Anton Yelchin,
Yeah.
he died in a really tragic way.
Yeah.
A really sad, really weird, odd, unfortunate, depressing way. I
Yeah.
mean, no way for somebody that's 27 to die was going to be great, but it sounds awful. It's the kind of thing when you hear what happened, like you're like, I really hope
So
that
I
he
don't
died immediately.
Yeah, I don't know
that.
if they've officially said the specifics of how like why it ended up doing it, but I guess he was found pinned to his like front gate by his car.
By his Jeep.
Okay.
And then it's come out that apparently there was a safety recall on that Jeep for basically the same thing. Something about
it was in neutral.
If your car, it makes you. I think it's a digital thing. It shows parked or something, but it's actually neutral. I don't know what he was doing out of the car to be in that position at like 1 a.m. It's all, I hope that the reports don't come back. You hope they don't come back like toxicology reports.
Yeah, of course.
But nevertheless, it sounds like it was an issue with the car. But that's terrible.
Absolutely.
And he was so talented, right?
This was one of those celebrity deaths that like
It was just like
really like kind of hit me. Like I didn't expect it to hit me quite. Like when Philip Seymour Hoffman, like wow, like we really lost like somebody great.
like way before you would ever assume something like that. And I mean, he's 27. He's still got Star Trek and a few other movies apparently in the can. This year he was already in Green Room, which you really like.
Yeah, he was fantastic in that.
I mean, he's been acting since he was a child. But obviously Chekhov in the new Star Trek movies is where he's most widely known.
Sure.
Because of the biggest movies he's ever been in. But some other good starring performances in things like Charlie Bartlett.
I really
Crazy.
like that movie.
Yeah, I like Charlie Bartlett a lot. I also, some people might disagree. I liked the Fright Night remake.
Yeah,
I thought
it was decent.
fine. I thought it was an enjoyable movie.
Well, I know, one of the things that I always liked him in, and you, like, we did this for a Forgotten Movie Friday really early on, and you were kind of like, oh, you like that, is Hearts in Atlantis.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Like, because he's the lead in that against Anthony Hopkins, and he was, I don't know, 12, I don't know how old he was, and he was
really
27.
sad.
And
Really sad.
yeah.
And, it's just crazy that he's gone. Like 27.
Yeah.
He's a year younger than I am.
Yeah, I'm almost 26, so, like...
It's really unfortunate. Super talented guy. Who knows where he would have went? Who knows you know,
He was
and obviously just more. You also feel. I was immediately the one thing you think about. All right, what are we about to see him in Star Trek?
Yeah.
And then like Justin Lin, who left the Fast and Furious franchise. Obviously, he was probably really close with Paul Walker, having done 4 of those movies or whatever, and he lost him, and now he's lost another, and now it's going to be a lot of the publicity around this again.
Yeah.
It's going to be the movie comes out in a month. It's going to be the entire discussion, media discussion. Will be constantly asking everybody involved about the loss of him. That becomes the narrative, and that sucks.
Sure.
Great talent.
Yeah, he was one of those actors that like I could have seen easily winning an Oscar at some point in his life.
Yeah, because he was in Star Trek, but he always chose interesting roles.
Yeah.
And you feel like there was a little point there where maybe he was trying to become more of a star, showing up in Terminator Salvation, then getting the Fright Night remake, and like the lead in that, Charlie Bartlett. I don't think that it didn't seem like that was happening.
No,
but he was always going to be like a great character actor, like you know that. But
did you end up seeing Green Room yet, or no? Okay.
I don't know. Really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, thoughts and all that to his family.
Of course, absolutely. You know, we can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, he was a great actor," but it's different when you're, you know, obviously he was more to a lot of people than just.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. You see all the tweets from like other actors, the Star Trek people, and just other people in general. Like they all said, like he was the most like thoughtful, insightful, wanted to absorb more knowledge type of person. You could imagine that. Like it's almost like if I was to think of what would the cliche of Anton Yelchin be, it would be that he would read like beatnik poetry and like have an interest in the stars, and was doing Star Trek because he believes in the ideals of Gene Roddenberry and stuff like that. And it sounds like that's really what he was.
Yeah, like there's some of those actors like you can look at him and you can think, oh man, I bet he's like a dick in real life.
Right.
But like he always struck me as somebody who would be like a good person.
Yeah, really tough on Father's Day too. That sucks. So,
what's your favorite performance of Anton Yelchin? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. What is yours? Do you have one off the top of your head? I would say for me, I think probably the most complete performance I've ever seen him give was Charlie Bartlett.
Yeah, that's.
But I haven't seen Green Room. I didn't see.
He's really good in Like Crazy.
I haven't seen it yet.
I think Like Crazy is probably his most like emotional performance.
I thought he did.
But I love Charlie.
I thought he did a really good Chekhov impersonation, and it wasn't his fault. But for me, in those 2 movies, he was kind of the one character that I felt like was more of a characterization of the original than a new take while also honoring it. But that's just because of how they presented the character, I think. But really good in a lot of other things. Yeah. Let us know what your favorite was. Let us know what you think of his career and the loss that we now have, the void.
Yeah. If you want to tweet at us, you can tweet at us at Rich Belson.
I'm at Stonks.
The channel's on Twitter at OABeer_official, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/overbeer. YouTube, of course, youtube.com/overbeer, and Instagram over_a_beer. But that will wrap things up for today's top story. So until next time, drink up.
Butter me up.